Hello and welcome back to AOR Season 16, Round 5, and it takes us to Spain, which hasn't actually been one of my favourite tracks across the games, even though I picked up that really dominant win in Season 14 around here, in the wet of course, against Richie B. Of course, I love the wet on this game and last game, so I was really hoping for that this weekend, but it was all clear in the end. You had to actually restart the lobby, but even after that, it was still clear. But you can see now on the softs, we're going to try to commit to the one stop this time. Too many times I've gone on the softer tyres and qualified inside the top 10, so I wasn't going to make that mistake now. I was going to go for a really good lap on the softs and try to qualify as close to the top 10 as possible. But you can see this lap wasn't actually perfect. I didn't actually like it too much. You can see I set a banker lap, basically a really slow one on the softs, super softs. So I knew I could easily beat it by a second and a half, but it wasn't flowing together like a really good lap, and I felt like I could definitely go faster. As you can see right now, we're just behind Jaeger, but of course Jaeger also on a flying lap, as we've got Ferrari who's all over the place in front of us. I think it might be here's Schraub, who's actually retired from the session, but yeah, off the racing line, so that was all right in the end. But as we go through the final sector, you can probably abuse the curbs a bit more than I did in order to gain time, so I probably could have gained a bit more there. As we cross the line now, we're actually going to get a provisional P10, which is actually all the way down in P15 in the end. So you can't even see me on the top sort of roster, but yeah, I was P15 and I was actually only 0.05 of a second off Jaeger. So the second race of the weekend, I had pace and on the same tyres once again, really close to Jaeger. Unlike last weekend, of course, where I got absolutely dominated by him. So I was really looking forward to this because I'm on the right tyres, even if I am starting near the back. You can see the likes of Edge, JCP, and Kureka starting near the front on the softs, but they're just absolute monsters at this game, so I wasn't really getting close to them. But you see, actually I'm in amongst the pack when it comes to actual qualifying on the softs, and there's even somebody on the super softs who wasn't too far ahead of us. So you can see now we're going to change they actually wanted us to do a default 2-stop because of course we qualified outside the top 10, so we can start whenever tyre we want. But we're going to start on the softs and we're going to do the 1-stop, pitting on lap 14 in the end, because we are able to start on fresh tyres. And yeah, if all goes well, we should be able to make it on 1 stop. So you can see now we're going to ready up, 5 lights, and we're just going to wait for the lights to go out. And once again, away we go for the 5th round of the season. You can see actually we get a really good start. We completely mint Pixelmeister, but of course we actually bogged down behind Rogue Samurai now, and I don't want to swipe across it. It's P-Release. We've got a monster start on those mediums, but we're going to brake late. We're going to try to go around the outside of people. Rogue Samurai's off on the track. We actually tagged Tyres with Pixelmeister. Again, I just didn't want to get damaged, so I'll just back out of that in the end. So luckily Schwab just sort of backed out as well and didn't run into the back of me. But you see me go wide now. There's Horvey off on the side of the road, so again, it looks like he's not going to score any points, unfortunately, because this season's gone from bad to worse. As Pixelmeister tries to do the cutback on P-Release, and that's a really nice move. Of course, P-Release on the medium, so we're going to have to try to get past him. We're going to try to go around his outside, but P-Release is going to actually barge his way past one. Tries to get a second driver, as now we're hung on the outside, and here goes Thrub. He's going to get 1, he's going to get 2, as that's actually Reborn Destroyer ghosting. So I think he's got some internet issues, so we're going to take advantage of that as we go up into P14. And we're not going to rest on our laurels. We're going to try to get Pixelmeister. As you see, he lags back into us. And yeah, if I actually predicted that, I probably could have got the move on him, but I just couldn't. I didn't think that. I don't know. I was really taken aback by him lagging back into us, so I had to sort of brake on the straight. So losing a bit of time there, but you can see on lap 3 now, there's actually an incident, and Ken Robinson spun. Jaeger's tried to avoid him, and there's been a bit of a pile-up now, as Jaeger had to take avoiding action after Jaeger literally just spun, Ken Robinson just spun trying to get the throttle down, and now we've got a massive battle with Shroud, who I presume now has front wing damage, so because I saw something fly. So once again we go wide on that corner as Coyote, and yeah, Coyote unfortunately crashes with Pixelmeister. Yeah, very unfortunate for those two. But then we're on the back of Schwalb, of course, with wing damage. Normally he is much faster than us, but I mean, again, actually take it right this time. But I was actually running wide on that corner quite a lot of times. Schwalb's going to wisely let us pass, so thank you very much to him there, because of course he didn't need to battle us with wing damage. But then I made a really bad mistake at the end of the lap, and I thought I'll just let him pass like he let me pass. There's no point really fighting him. I mean, we're sort of battling him in the championship, I suppose. We are, I think, in and amongst P7, about P5, but I know that he is one of the fastest, if not the fastest guy here. He's just not had a really good start to the season. So I know if he can buckle down. I mean, last season he was winning races, and that's when we had the likes of Martin G and Entity in our league, and he was still winning races. So I know he should be able to come back strong I don't even think he's got a win this season, which is very surprising to say the least, considering what a driver he is. But you can see now we're actually trying to defend P7 from Cans, and we've also got, I think, Skidder behind. He's of course one of the new drivers. He's got a gold rating, both in level and safety rating. He's S safety rating, S ranked, and I think he's also prestige twice. So this guy is something to contend with, and he's already a pit stop ahead of us. But he's gonna have his work cut out. He wants to chase down Edge. Of course, Edge will be on that one stop, and Skidder on those two stop. But he qualified comfortably in P1, so he could actually still win, which would be quite something else. He's actually now trying to defend from Heiko, but there's no point. He's on a different strategy to us, and he's done really well since Bahrain. I think really a surprise podium out of that in the end, as it was between me and Darkside, I think, and P release for that podium, but he took it out of nowhere after we sort of came together a bit in that battle for P3. So since then he's done really well, and I think he's in amongst the top flight now. So really impressed with Heiko. Of course, he is our admin. As you see, it's basically just us getting overtaken now as our tyres are beginning to die off. As you know, the tyre wear on the pad's considerably worse than on the wheels, so just trying to ease my tyres. You can see lap 11 now, 64%, I think, 54%, sorry. We can get overtaken by Reborn Destroyer, and we're just getting overtaken after overtaken. I just didn't have the pace. I had the pace in qualifying, but I don't know, my tyres just seemed to go off, and you can see I'm just all over the place, and it wasn't pleasant at this stage. I'm still in an alright position, quite close to the point. As you can see, Reborn's actually spun me. I actually had to take avoiding action. I wanted to go to his inside, but he sort of parked in the middle of the road, so you have to go to his outside in the end. He actually recovers quite quickly. It actually brings out a virtual safety car, so I thought, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. I'm outside the point. We're going to pit onto the mediums, take it to the end. And I was really umming and ahhing this. I thought I'd have to pit again because, I mean, it says on the during qualifying when I was looking at the mediums that they're only meant to last a maximum of 20.5 laps. Of course, when we scale it down to 50%, and normally that means when it gets to 100%, 21 laps. So I thought, to stretch it 22 laps, I'm going to need to do quite something, especially when they can pop at 70. But I thought, let's go for it. I think Reborn's done the same strategy because you can see he's on the mediums. But I think he might be on the wheel, which might make it easier for him to make it to the end. Of course, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But you can see that's Gimp now is going to overtake us. And Gimp still hasn't had any points this season, I think. He's had 1 9th place, which is pretty appalling considering he's got so many poles. I think he's got the most poles of everyone, including that sort of jank pole at China where he out-qualified everyone by about 3 seconds in the last sector, but let's not talk about that. As you can see, Schwab actually going to come out just ahead of us. We're going to come out in P12 actually. So, I don't know, I put it under virtual safety car, and then everyone starts overcutting me, and I was really worried at this stage, because I thought pitting from P12, I thought I'd at least be back into P8, getting about 7 or so seconds off everyone. But you can see now, I'm regaining 3 positions in the pit lane, but everyone's really close to us, so we haven't actually gained too much. And yeah, I mean, the likes of JCP Schwab, unfortunately, much faster than they're actually in position right now. As you can see, Schwab's made another mistake and actually fallen back a bit. But Gimp, Schwab and JCP, there's no point trying to battle them because they're just too fast. But we're at the tail end of the point, so I was thinking, who the hell is occupying the top 7 positions right now? So I thought I was driving really well this race. I mean, I was just getting overtaken left, right and centre. And here comes JCP. You know, I've got Reborn behind us, on the same tyres of us, of course. I don't know, I mean, I was already beginning to feel some aspects of the tyre wear, which is a bit worrying, considering I've got 15 laps to go on these tyres. Reborn now right behind us. And yeah, this wasn't going well, this thing. And the mediums are just really bad, in my opinion, but of course other people getting pace out of them, so maybe I'm just bad, I don't know, I wouldn't put out the question, I haven't been driving well this season. I don't really like this game, as I've said numerous times. I have no excuse for my bad pace, I just don't like this game. As you can see, Reborn now is going to go up our inside. We're going to try to defend it. He's going to barge himself past at the last minute. I'm going to leave him space in the end. He was there, so I had to leave him space. An opportunistic move, but a clean move nonetheless. As you can see now, that's Coyote, who's now 22 seconds behind us. And I can tell you, about 5 laps ago, he was 28 seconds behind us. So we have to monitor that gap mode, because of course, he is a pit stop behind us, and he was more than a pit stop behind us. So if he closes in on us, then it shows that the 2-stop would have been faster, even after, I don't know, which is weird because I thought the 1-stop would be much faster, but you can see he's gaining huge amounts on us. But we still can't see him on the mini-map as we lap Pixelmeister once again. He's having an absolute mare of the race. You see somebody else who's having an absolute mare of the race is Schwalb, who's out of the race once again, and that's not going to help him no end. He's still ahead of us in the championship after I think 2 second places if I'm not mistaken, but he's not having a good time this season. And Hopefully he can see better fortunes, but for now, it's not going well for him. So you see Gimp's retired as well. And we find ourselves now in P11, but with 6 laps to go and nobody else pitting. So I didn't understand how people were retiring and we were still outside the points. Because this is pretty tragic right now, I've got to say. And I just didn't know who could have possibly been in the points. I mean, Reborn actually hasn't got a point all season, but he's drove much better than me. He's just completely gone now. And I don't understand, he's gained 10 seconds on us in 10 laps on equal tyres. So, I mean, I don't know what it is, because the wheel has always been faster than the pad since 2016. But it's even worse this season, because our tyre wear is so bad. I don't know if it's just me not driving the car properly, but I think Jaeger has similar problems, as we see now Coyote, within 2.5 seconds of us come the final lap. And you can see as we actually finished the race, he's right behind us, so give it another lap, I think he would have got us, but of course we're just able to park it in Sector 3, and he gained 30 seconds on us in 12 laps. So the 2-stop, I can safely say, was definitely faster. I think Coyote probably had a bit of pace over me as well, but we're going to defend from him, and yeah, a really bad race in the end. I mean, it's still 5 from 5 finishes, I couldn't really ask for more, but considering I had to try to consolidate P7 in the championship, 11th place is not how you do it. And I think Jaeger as well struggled. We've got a lot of fast races now in the league. As you have a look at the
welcome then to the
standings,
podium,
as Edge actually takes the win. Koreka P3, you can see, just ahead of Skierder in the end, who actually got P2 after Koreka got penalties. But you can see Koreka P2 a long way actually, nearly 30 points behind Edge, and he's got a comfortable lead over JCP and Karnak in 3rd and 4th respectively. Heiko actually P5. We retained P7 because of course I forgot to actually add some points after steward reviews from the last few races. So I actually got 5th in Bahrain, which I'll take with open arms. You can see Renault now ahead of Ferrari by 2 points. We're actually overtaken now by Toro Rosso. We slipped to 4th as a result of well, I actually can't blame Karnak at all. He's pretty much carried the team. You can see he's actually got an S safety rating as well. There's actually quite a few guys up front. Koreka, Karnak and Skierder, who all of it S safety ratings, so pretty good stuff from there. But you can see Skierder as well, 2 stops, able to get right behind Edge. Heiko as well nearly gets Koreka, even after starting, after committing to the 2 stops. So another really good race from Heiko, and that's going to be it for this episode. See you next time in Monaco, which is my least favourite track on the calendar.